Hey guys, Chef Joe Ciminera. Today we got a great show for you here today talking about Gouda. Now if you like Gouda cheese, you have to know about Marika. Now this is an incredible cheese company, and I want to tell you a little bit about the story, the passion behind this product here, because the owners of this company have really done this job with, like, I've traveled to the Netherlands, I've traveled all over the United States, all over outside, just pretty much everywhere. I don't think there's a place in the world I haven't been to, and I've had my fair share of good Gouda cheese. And I will tell you that this reminds me of the old country style of making cheese. And I first tasted it probably about 3 years ago in Wisconsin. That's where this, they're from Thorpe, Wisconsin. It's where they make their cheese. But I was actually up by around where Newski's is, which is my old friends, just kind of visiting their stuff. And I stumbled across this cheese and I was saying to myself, man, this is really good. This particular one's aged between 2 and 4 months, but I mean, they have flavored ones like black truffle, which is definitely one of my favorite. Cranberry. They pick what they know to infuse these things that are really tasteful, and they match really well to their cheese. It's a cow-based milk, and it seems like they do a little bit of the old style, you know, between with the rind and how the product is made. Some of it is still handmade as well. But overall, we're going to be working. Today we're going to be making my Gouda fried cheese balls. We're going to start with that. And then we also have a savory cookie, which is made with Gouda cheese that you're not going to want to miss. Coming up next, if you're hungry, the appetite is here, and we'll take care of it. Okay, folks, so today we're working with this 2 to 4 month age Gouda here, which really is good quality stuff. You know, another thing I like is, you know, they hand brush this wax material on, you know, and it goes on the back of each rind. It allows the cheese to sort of do its magic. It is a live culture. So a lot of really good things about this product and how they make cheese. I kind of just take the real thin layer off of the end here, just like this, and again, just a little bit of a layer. Rest comes off like that. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to actually shred this on this grater here. We're going to get it to where we're able to fold it into a ball real nicely. That's going to be for our cheese balls, and then we're going to be making these cookies. So we're going to probably use about 3/4 of this thing for the cookie. We're going to get started on the savory cookie. I'm going to go through some of these ingredients that we're going to be using for this. But definitely the first step is to shred this cheese so it's nice and airy and it can incorporate well into the mixture. We sort of roll it out like the consistency of like fresh pasta, you know, that kind of dough. Sometimes I'll put it back into the refrigerator, sometimes I won't, depending on the temperature of the kitchen at that time and how we're working it. But it's that type of consistency like a pasta dough. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to slice this Gouda, and you want it to be about this kind of consistency. A little thinner is okay too. We're going to do the whole thing because, like I said, we're going to be using this for some of our cookies too. We're going to go through a little bit later on some of the other products that they have, which are like some incredible like black truffle cheese, which is just, in my opinion, just perfect. Get the whole thing down. I mean, the smell that's coming off of this, folks, is just amazing. I've traveled to the Netherlands before, so I know what good cheese is, and this product is just by far just comparable to any incredible Gouda that I've tasted outside of the United States. I'm gonna go over some real simple ingredients here. Okay, this is the Gouda here that we just kind of shredded up. And we're probably gonna put about 2 cups of that into the mixture. Now, since this is a savory cookie, we're gonna get a little bit of sweetness in there. We have some granulated sugar. You could use syrup if you want. Honey is fine as well. In here, we got a mixture of onion powder, garlic powder, dried crushed red pepper, black pepper, a little bit of oregano. Here we got Himalayan salt. I found that Himalayan salt works really, really good with this particular dish. There is a difference with salt, folks, and I'll show you which kind of Himalayan salt we use. I mean, anyone will do, but I've always found this to be really good. So the Swanson brand is good. It's true Himalayan salt, 100%. So a lot of other companies sort of put a blend in there. This is 100% Himalayan salt. So next we're gonna go with some regular AP flour, all-purpose flour here. We got 3 cups of this and then 2 eggs. And when we put it together, you're gonna see that it's kind of looking like some sort of a pasta dough that you would use. Let's get started. We're gonna go down with the flour. In this KitchenAid, what we're gonna use is probably the paddle mixture, paddle attachment, which is probably gonna work best for this. So that's on, and then we're going to add the rest of this, starting with the salt, then the granulated sugar, and then our savory mixture of different kinds of spices. And we're just going to give that a quick mix, just so everything's incorporated. You don't have to go crazy. It actually smells perfect already. So now we got our nice flavored flour. Next, what we're going to do is throw the eggs in there. Okay, next we're going to throw in 2 eggs, egg yolks and egg white, the whole egg itself. And then we're going to put 2 cups of this incredible Marika Gouda cheese in here. Pieces and crumbles, because I got some diced pieces as well. I like to switch it up. Throw some diced pieces in there too. So every now and again you get whacked with another piece of this great flavor coming in, folks. Just a little bit more. So yeah, this is about 2 cups in total. I'm just kind of going back in, not because I'm questioning the measurement, but I want to make sure that I get good chunks in there too, because that's what we're looking for with this dish. All right, let's mix it up, and it should form a pasty kind of ball that we can roll and then cut out. Okay, so what we're going to do is, with a rolling pin, we're just going to roll this out. We want them to be about, I'd say, a 1/2 inch thick, maybe a little thinner. And the thing is, because, you know, we want to be able to enjoy a thick cookie. And this is really good because we didn't have to put this back in the refrigerator or wait. We can sort of go right into it. That's kind of where I'm looking at right there. I'm comfortable with that right there. That looks good. You can use any kind of cutters you want. And we're going to cut. Actually, you can put that over there like that, that's fine. And you want to try to use as much, you know, get it as close as you can to the end so that we're really not, I don't want to call it wasting because we're just going to roll this anyway. But you kind of see where I'm going. Now the variations of this dish, let's say we wanted to add something in here like heat, if we wanted to put some heat in here, maybe some more crushed red pepper. If you notice, you see the black pepper flakes, the cracked black pepper in here, which is a really good addition to this cheese. I haven't seen them make a black pepper Gouda, but I thought that would be an excellent addition here. Now over the top of this, what I usually do is just throw some grated Parmesan cheese on that. But I think in this instance, I'm going to leave it out because you really don't need it. the reason why I kind of like to put thick pieces, because you can see these thick pieces in there. It's almost like if it was a chocolate chip cookie. Every now and again you get a bite into that chocolate. Well, this cheese is actually going to melt in perfect in that and stays in that area. One good thing about Gouda cheese when it's melted is it doesn't melt like, you know, mozzarella cheese or something like that. So it sort of holds its shape. These cookies are going to be like outrageous. I've made these before and people have just went crazy for it. But I will tell you that unless you're using this Gouda cheese, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage, because there really is a difference between what's labeled as Gouda and what really is Gouda. So a little bit about this company too. Like I said, they're from Wisconsin, which is the cheese capital of the world. You know, many others have started there for their Gruyere, like Roth Queso. And overall got really good amount of food companies out there that I've had the privilege of knowing over the years. I've always said that Wisconsin is like such a serious artisan food makers, you know, like really good stuff, especially when it comes to cheese. But not only cheese, like smoked meats, you know, there's even a horseradish farm that's around there as well. They've got some really fantastic companies up there. And I think that's going to do it. We'll get one more and we'll bake these in the oven. Okay. All right, 350 degrees, probably for about, you know, obviously everybody's oven is different, but we're going to be looking at a 20-minute cook time for this, folks. Next up is one of my incredible favorite of the Gouda is the truffle, the black truffle. You got it, folks. This cheese, I rank it up to next to some of these tartufo, these truffle cheeses that are on the market that are like $38, $39 for a quarter pound. This thing is very affordable. It's incredible. It's got black truffles oil in there, salt, a little bit of black truffle oil as well. But just the balance of truffles, it's not overpowering. And this is what we're going to use for our fried Gouda balls coming up next. We have the black truffle cheese. We have 2 eggs that we've whisked. Now here's the magic ingredient for this, folks, as far as the crunch that we're looking for. These are cornflakes. So we have these cornflakes here that are going to give it just a really nice flavor and a different consistency. We have Japanese panko breadcrumbs here, which we're going to pour into our cornflakes. And then we're going to take some seasoned breadcrumbs. I like to use 4C. I've always liked their flavoring, always felt it wasn't too overpowering. We're just going to mix this up. Now we got ourselves a really nice breading. It's going to be flavorful, yet crunchy, and it's going to work perfect for our cheese balls, which we're going to be frying. Now let's just walk over to the oil for a quick second. Now this is butter flavored oil. You can find it. You can go online. There's infusedoils.com, I believe is the site, and this is their butter flavored infused oil. And it gives it more of like a creamier flavor with this dish. So we're going to be at about 410 degrees here for frying, and let's assemble the balls. Okay, throw them in. I like to do 2 at a time. You don't need them in that much. They hold their shape perfectly. Just a couple of minutes on each side. And you get them a little thick. You don't want them to overcook. To the point where they're kind of popping a little bit, that's when we're going to take them off. See that? That's good stuff. A couple more. Really simple, fast, easy appetizer. Now our savory cookies are finished, holding their shape really nice. You can see what I was talking about the big pieces of the cheese coming through. However, these are best eaten when they're really warm, you know, when they're warm and not hot. You definitely don't want to start sinking your teeth into this. But the smell and the aroma, the deliciousness from these incredible Gouda cheese biscuits or cookies, whatever you want to call them. I definitely call them savory cookies. It's got all the combinations in there intact. All right, guys, so Marika Penterman has really outdone herself when it comes to making Gouda cheese. You definitely have my stamp of approval here that this is one of the best I've ever tried. So these are just a couple of things that we made. However, just eating this cheese alone by itself with some grapes and pears or different kinds of crackers paired with wine is absolutely perfect, and we may do that on another future show. But today we're focused more on these savory cookies that we made here, these bite-sized cookies that are just amazing. Nice, crunchy. You can even see some of the cheese still running out of it. They're a little on the hot side. Next, we have our cheese balls here. Real simple, easy, ready to go. Both of which can be done, snapped up in a jam. If you're in, you have some kids coming home or whatever, this is just a great appetizer, treat to a dinner party, or just a favorite snack to take with you or eat with you at any time. If you want to learn more about this information, check these people out, folks. I'm going to leave a website on the screen here, marikagouda.com, and you're really going to be able to search for some incredible products that they have there, and flavors as well. Because like I said, we just featured just a couple of products here, but here's their burning melange, which is nice as well. It's got a mixture of chives in there, looks like dill, parsley, onion, garlic. Definitely looks like a lot of great herbs in there. And this is their cranberry Gouda as well. So if you're into cranberry, I've tried this before. This is really good. Sometimes cranberry can be overpowering to the cheese. This is not, complements it nicely. So check them out. Both aged over 2 months. Check out the website, learn more about the product, order it, give them a try. They may be a staple in your household. Remember, there are no rules in cooking, my friends. Taste this.